Hey guys, it's Dylan. Quick video. It's the first one in probably 2 weeks on the channel as I've been kind of debating what direction I want to take it. I am considering rebranding the channel to more of a crypto specific channel, focusing on-chain metrics, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of the main players in the space, kind of thinking through the future economy of this space. And with that said, yes, I think this decade Cardano has a chance to flip Bitcoin in terms of market cap. Now, no, I am not saying Cardano is better than Bitcoin. I'm not even comparing the two. I am strictly talking about their market caps in a vacuum, saying that yes, by 2030, the market cap of Cardano has a chance, if things play out well, to be higher than Bitcoin. And by the end of the video, hopefully you'll have an idea of why. But to be clear, I am a big proponent of Bitcoin and I am a big proponent of Cardano and many other cryptocurrencies. I just see in the future an entirely new ecosystem and economy built on blockchain technology that is here to stay. Yes, it's going to be an incredibly bumpy ride over the next few decades, but this technology is not going back in the bottle. And so it is our job to stay up to date and to learn as much as possible so that we can set ourselves up for future success, taking advantage of this brand new industry as it grows and develops. So first up, when it comes to Cardano, with peer-reviewed papers, PhDs all over the place, and university affiliations. So if you go to the IOHK library, which is just Input Output Hong Kong, the company behind Cardano, you can see this library of all kinds of papers, 103 to be exact. They have taken that peer review process incredibly seriously. Scrolling down, you can see, and you can go to this website, iohk.io, and read any of these papers that you would like. And we've all heard of the Ethiopia deal by now, where 5 million students will receive Cardano blockchain-based IDs. So this is a first principles thinking from the Cardano team, building a foundation for third world countries to then build entirely new ecosystems on top of, and the smart contracts are coming probably later this year. We'll get there in a minute.
So when you look at Polkadot or Algorand or all of these other things, in terms of the smart contracts, that's really been the big thing this year, along with the awakening of Catalyst and governance. And what we decided to do is rebuild the entire smart contract model. One, because it's not secure. And you can see that with billions of dollars of customer funds that have been lost because of insecure hacked apps. Two, it's not sustainable. Cost predictability, the high gas fees that applications have. You're a consumer experience guy, we're a consumer experience guy. You tell me, is it sustainable to have an application where the transaction fee costs more than the amount of value being moved? Person's moving $10 of value, costs $900 to move that. That's where the market standard Ethereum is currently at.
And so the big takeaway here is that yes, Cardano and Ethereum are playing in the same sandbox to a large degree when it comes to smart contract applications. And Cardano has been working for years on this. It is not just something they've tried to do lately. And a little stat, in 2020, only 30% of all new dApps or decentralized applications were built on top of Ethereum. The other 70% were not. So this notion that Ethereum is just the only source for decentralized applications is no longer accurate. And the Cardano blockchain is built on the programming language Haskell, which all you need to know for now is that it's going to open up the field to a much wider field of developers, bringing a lot more innovation to Cardano when the smart contract system is open and live, which as mentioned, they're in the process of getting to that point now. So why has Cardano gone this route? The reason is that Haskell, particularly in conjunction with formal methods, is well suited to write code that is robust and correct. As we have discussed above, this allows programmers to have a larger degree of certainty that the code they have implemented is correct. For the future we envision for Cardano, namely becoming the next global social and financial operating system, assurance and reliability are essential. And both off-chain and on-chain code for Cardano is written in Haskell, which allows Cardano to inherit the rich body of research that already exists within the Haskell ecosystem, instead of reinventing the wheel with a totally new and unproven smart contract language. And don't worry, we'll cover this a lot more in future episodes, but moving on, as you can see, the Cardano ecosystem is already growing, and yes, Cardano actually does already have the implementation of NFTs, which is actually Charles' Twitter picture. So this right here is going to look much, much bigger over the course of the next few years as this smart contract system is implemented. And Charles has been reaching out to Elon Musk and Mark Cuban to try to evangelize to them about the benefits of Cardano. I don't think Elon responded to Charles at all, but Charles and Mark Cuban have been going back and forth on Twitter. You can go take a look if you want to. And Charles actually posted a video for Elon explaining explaining what he and his developers should do if Elon really wants to use Dogecoin. So Charles and the ADA community are finally getting more mainstream attention. And for this flip to actually happen, as you can see, Cardano has a current market cap of $66 billion. Bitcoin is about 130 billion. So right now, Bitcoin is only about 12.5 times bigger than Cardano. Like I said, this is not going to happen anytime soon, but over the course of this decade, I'm just saying I won't be surprised if the top 5 to 10 cryptocurrencies on this chart change and change frequently. Because like I said, this is an entirely new ecosystem and economy, and it's going to play out in ways that we haven't even thought of yet over the next 10 years. So as DeFi and smart contracts develop more applications and are trusted by a wider audience, these market caps for things like Cardano and Ethereum are only going to go up. And when you pair all of that with the challenges that Bitcoin is going to have to overcome when it comes to the proof of work versus the proof of stake standpoint, that's a whole nother conversation, but it's important to keep in mind. And so like, please do not misinterpret what I am saying. I am a believer in Bitcoin. I am a believer in Cardano. I am not comparing the two. I'm not saying Cardano is better than Bitcoin. I'm just saying I won't be surprised if this economy plays out in a way where these smart contracts add huge value to the market cap of things like Cardano and Ethereum. And here's a sentiment I agree with. People unfamiliar with Cardano should be shown the Marlowe Playground. Maybe rename it the Cardano Smart Contract Playground. And skipping ahead, I saw that I could easily create a contract to pay my kids' weekly allowance with a lump sum into a contract, and it would actually be worth my time to do it. Once again, we'll get into Marlowe more in future episodes, but it's something to look into if you have the time. And of course, the controversial energy usage chart. As you can see, the current banking system uses about 263 terawatt hours of energy per year. Gold is at 240, Bitcoin is at 113, Cardano is at 0.006 terawatt hours per year. Now, yes, these aren't directly comparable. They're not necessarily apples to apples, but even if you were to 10x the market cap of Cardano, putting it up in that Bitcoin range in terms of use and funds on the network, multiplying 0.006 by 10 is not anywhere near 113 terawatt hours per year. Now, it doesn't scale 1-to-1, but you can get a rough idea of what we're talking about here. Cardano is a lot more energy efficient than Bitcoin. Once again, it's comparing apples to oranges. They do very different things, but in a vacuum, this is something to be aware of. And we have this. Cardano hit 300,000 transactions in an epoch 265, the first time ever in Cardano history, which means the blockchain is scaling. So what does that mean? The Cardano network splits time into periods called epochs. One epoch lasts approximately 5 days. So if one starts in the middle of a Sunday, then it would end approximately in the middle of Friday. The next epoch would start in the middle of Friday and ends in the middle of the following Wednesday. And if you go to explorer.cardano.org, this is what you see, the Blockchain Explorer, where you can see these epochs, the slots, and the blocks, and the timing of each one. Once again, we'll cover this in future episodes. And then of course, staking ADA, which is a very beneficial option for long-term ADA holders. We'll cover the how-tos and the details in future episodes. But like I said, I just wanted this episode to give you a brief overview of why I see so much potential for Cardano in the coming decade. So keep an eye out for the branding change of the channel in the coming weeks. And please like this video if you did. I hope you guys have a great day.